G'day everyone, and welcome back to another shell finding adventure. The water is still up a little high, but hopefully that means I'll have a bit of extra time to look for the goodies. Goodie number one is just underneath the rippling waves here. It is a lovely piece of lace coral. Next up is a cowrie. I have noticed that out of all the shell species over the holidays, I found the least amount of cowries. I think everyone just really loves the cowries. Anyway, this one is a beautiful little graceful cowrie. There's a lot of little crabs in little shelly homes down there. We're not going to take them. I do see not a crowned cone, sorry. I do see this 1,000 spot cone just sitting here. Yes, he's just full of pebbles. He actually looks pretty good on the top too, because I was looking at that bottom, I'm like, oh, he's not very colourful. Anyway, he does look good on the top. The 1,000 spot cones are like an orange variety of the crowned cones, but they are much less populous here. Another little cone shell. Is it all whole? I can't even pick it up. There we go, and it is empty too. This is a little white cone shell. It's about half the size I usually get to. This one should be a dwarf cone. Kind of back from the water just a little bit. It is a whole one. Look at that guy. Oh, that is in very nice condition. I wasn't actually expecting to find any shells in nice condition today because, once again, the tourists are around. They like to collect the good stuff too. This one is an operculum from a military turban, and it's just like in absolutely perfect condition. There's no bumps and chips out of it. Sometimes I find ones that lose like half of themselves, even though they are super thick. They're not very strong like regular shells are. It's kind of like a more of a chalky substance. There's a couple of things down here. First of all, oh my goodness, he's very dirty, but he also looks very... Oh, don't slip on the rock, Maddie. He also looks very hairy. This one is a bearded hoof shell. It's a type of limpet shell, or within that same kind of like idea. This one should be a hairy mussel shell. I'm never very sure about that, but the name sure goes with it. Lovely blue on the inside, blue on the inside. And this one's a live one. There's a lot of live ones of these. I almost never show them though. Yes, it is a silvery operculum of the snail, and there you can see his little antennas wiggling at the top. This one is a zebra top shell. Very common here, very common to find the empty shells as well. But anyway, we'll just leave him to his snaily business. What's this? It's another pearl oyster. Oh, it's got sponge on it. That means it's gonna stink. I say another because I've just been off camera seeing quite a lot of pearl oysters around. Sometimes of the year they just have a whole bunch. Anyway, this is a very worn away blotched pearl oyster probably. If I took it home, I'd have to scrape that off immediately before it started to stink. I'd also have to bleach it, but bleach kind of kills oyster shells, so that's kind of no good. Another part of the reason why I don't collect them. So it's going to stay there, I think. Oh, I am excited. Please tell me this is empty and not full of the original creature. It does come out. It's... Hold on. Hold on, we need to like... Oh, I think it is empty. Hold on, I just gotta get that last little bit out. Yeah, there we go. Oh my good golly goodness. I never have much luck finding these. Yeah, 100% empty. Oh, there is a little snail in there. Not to worry, I will boop him out. I think he is another live zebra top shell. This one though is a pen shell, like I said. It should specifically be called a baggy pen shell. Super cool. Not one I see a lot around here. If I hold it up to the light and don't blind ourselves, we should be able to see through it. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty cool. And yes, we can see the silhouette of Mr. Snail Boy in there. Super cool kind of a shell, and not one that I get to find very often. Oh, I was just about to boot Mr. Snail out. Is that another pen shell right next to it? It is another pen shell. Look at him. Oh my goodness. You know, I was just uploading photos of on social media of finding my first one of these last time. Oh, I forgot what it was called. Was it the penguin pearl oyster? Did I say pen shell? A pearl oyster? God, I'm getting all my words mixed up. I'm sorry. This is a pen shell, and this is one half of a pearl oyster. Super duper cool. I'm going to take that one as well. I don't suppose the other half is under here. No, it does not seem like I am that lucky. Oh, he is absolutely lovely. Look at him just underneath the water. If I hold my hand here, I might be able to stop the ripples just a little bit. Yes, it is a little ring top cowrie, a live one. You can see he's got some of his little skin out on the sides. That skin is called a mantle. On the top he is naturally nice and glossy because that mantle will continuously put new shell material onto the shell to keep it that way while the shell is alive. Anyway, we will once again leave our little snail friend to his snaily business. Oh, it's still there. There we go. Yeah, the sand just came through. Oh, sorry, the water just came through and whipped up the sand again. I have a little discrepant Venus. He's actually not got any little spots on him. He's a bit odd. I wouldn't say he's like albino or something. I just mean he doesn't have any spots. I don't know how normal that is. And I also want this guy. Yeah, looks like a fairly nice, although he does have some kind of attachment on the, or some kind of growth on the side, a nice bird cardita. Well, there's almost nothing on the sand over here once again, but this did catch my eye. I usually don't pick up pearl oysters whatsoever, but seeing as how I've already got one in my shell bag, I might as well pick up another. This one's got a lovely green color, a couple of growths on it, lovely silver on that inside. I can't quite get the sun to catch on it properly, but yeah, I would say that this one is a blotched pearl oyster. A couple more pearl oysters, because why not? They're pretty much the only pretty thing on the beach right now. There's a lot of broken shells, and when I say a lot, I mean not as many as usual, but still a lot. Yeah, I would call them both blotched pearl oysters because I don't have any other name for them. Oh, look at him! I was about to ride off this side of the beach as not having much of anything. Also, is that a jingle? No, it's another old pearl oyster. I'm sorry, I really want to see this. There is a little hermit crab and a little shell there. It wants to investigate as well. I'm just going to like swoop in and take this. Oh, I thought that was going to be really good. It is incredibly old and mossy on the top. Looks nice on the underside though. Oh well, it is a brown-lined paper bubble. This might have happened even while the snail was alive. Their shells can get beach-worn very quickly. Oh, yes! Yes, that one is very nice. Oh, he is nice and whole on the bottom. It wasn't premature excitement. This one is a beautiful brown-lined paper bubble snail. It has all of its lovely patterning intact on the top. Like the one I picked up earlier, if I have in fact shown it, I might have just like decided not to show it because it was pretty bad on the top. It was pretty mossy. This one looks absolutely lovely and fresh. So I didn't mention this before, but we did have a lightning storm. Oh, not last night, the night before. So I wonder if it kind of roughed up the waters a bit and kind of washed up a few of these empty shells along with it. A nice dark blotched neurite to go with my very light blotched neurite that I just picked up without you guys. So I guess this is why I like these guys so much. It's because they can have like a really cool variation in the patternings on the top of their shells. And it's also the same with other neurites as well. It's why I like chameleon neurites and polished neurites so much as well. A nice big cockle. Yeah, I mean, I have found bigger if I'm going to be like size shaming this thing. Anyway, this one is an orange cockle, just one half of it, a little bit beach worn, but still the color on top of it looks very nice. Whenever I collect them from up at Hervey Bay, they never have their nice vibrant colors still intact on it like this one does. Another blotched neurite because it's what everyone wants. Wait, what do you mean it's not what everyone wants? This one right down here, I've been finding it. Oh, is it a live one? I've been finding them a lot lately. It's a discrepant Venus. Oh, it's not alive, but I did just separate the joint on it. This one's a bit different than the more albino, or at least spotless one I found earlier. This one has got all of its typical markings on it. Now, I'm no jellyfish scientist, but I'm pretty sure that jellyfish is upside down. Also, it has a lot of tentacles, so also I'm not going to help write it. There. See, that is a big jelly. I'm not going to tip that over. I got no idea what it is. I've just walked around to the other side of the lighthouse. It's actually not too windy and rough over here, which is nice. I've spotted a moon snail with markings on it. Is it a butterfly moon snail or is it something else? It is something else. Look at him. Okie dokie, he is a little bit beach worn, like there are some scuffs on him, but it is truly one that I don't see often. It is the double-banded moon snail. Usually I find very faded ones up at Hervey Bay. This is like only the second one I've ever found from here. Also, when I said it was oh wait, there's a little white cowrie there. I didn't see that. I was going for the moon snail. When I said it was quite calm here, it obviously wasn't calm the other night because there's a lot of this kind of like algae floating everywhere on the surface around here. Oh, come on, this one, don't lose it. Oh, I'll have to bend down for the other one later. The moon snail, I mean. This one's very cute. He's also a nice large size. I usually see this guy on the little mini rack lines. It is an alabaster eggshell or something like that. I call it the little white eggshell. I'm going to put him there for now because I know I'm going to drop him if I don't. And the one I actually did want to grab. Oh, what's that? Hold on, it's this one. I also saw something else I want to check out. This one, there we go. It is a nice yellow flat sand snail, nice and empty too. Oh, I feel like I'm having I had a psychic prophetic experience before now, and I'm so glad that I put this one up here. There we go. And which one did I want to check out? And I do want to check out this one too. What's this? Oh my goodness, look at him. He is very, very rough. I think he's one of those Latiaxuses that I never get to keep because I've only found live ones. Recurved Latiaxus or something, I don't know. He's very chewed up. I'll have to think about whether or not I want to keep him because I don't have one of these. The cowrie down here is even smaller than that one I just picked up, the egg cowrie. I mean, technically the egg cowrie is a false cowrie. Anyway, look at him. Let me get him into the sun. Yeah, my camera can't really do afternoon sun very easily. Anyway, this is a teeny tiny little clandestine cowrie. It's an adult, but I have found ones that are much larger and probably only a tiny bit smaller than this, so it's on the small side. This guy is one of those big jellyfish I saw on the other side of the lighthouse, or sorry, the main side of the lighthouse, with the upside downness. This one looks right side up. Also, I mean, I don't even know if it's alive or not. It's very beautiful, but I have this motto of fear everything at the beach, and it works just fine. So I'm not going to touch this guy, but it is still super cool to look at. That is practically the first snakehead I've seen today. It actually feels pretty good, but despite that, I do see there's some white calcifications on the side of it. It feels really nice, so also because there's not many other cowries, I'm hoping that this is maybe one of the fresher ones that's washed in. Anyway, cute little snakehead. They're super common here, but super lovely, especially when all of them have slightly different markings on top. This one on top is a nice cute little cone shell. Yes, and he is empty as well. He has some very cute little grooves on him, so he is, of course, the West Pacific grooved cone. Oh, sir, did you just wash in? You are very lovely and orange. It is unoccupied as well. There is just a big stone in it. Ooh, up. This one is a little juvenile Spangler's trumpet. Swear, I was just looking in this spot with the broken magnificent volute and all of the very old and faded yellow-toothed cowries. He's probably too old for me to personally take. This one I just noticed because I was looking here and I did not see him to begin with. It is another West Pacific grooved cone, but this one's got more of his coloration on it. They usually have these very, very faint yellow and white patternings on them. The water was not this choppy when I got here earlier. It's getting quite, I don't know, splashy? What's the best word for this? It's very whitewashy. There's a lot more force behind it now. Anyway, yeah, might see how much more I can do, but it seems like even though the tide is still going out, the height of the waves is getting higher. So I think this is about as low as the tide's going to go today with all the water rushing into the rock pools. Another nerite. This time we have the black nerite. What do we think? Is that one sticking out of the sand a whole one with tip? It is whole with a tip. Look at that. I've seen like 4 of these that don't have a tip so far. I was not expecting that to be whole. It is a lovely little zebra volute. Well, I'm just walking back to where I started, trying to find a place to finish up. This guy was just sitting pretty right at the shore. I obviously didn't see it when the water was still up a bit high. It is a beautiful mitre shell. Oh my goodness, which mitre shell? Was it the orange mitre? I haven't found one of these in so long. I think it was the orange mitre. Oh my goodness, another one like literally a step away from the mitre shell that I didn't see before because the tide was still up a bit high. Looks empty to me. Let me just flip him over. My goodness, he is lovely. Let me just stand up. Actually, I feel like I'm going to fall. This one is a lovely migrating moon snail. I've got a bunch of these. Like, when I first started shelling, I never found any of them, but they have been becoming more and more common here. It's a lovely little moon snail. The sun just went away, so I can't see if this one shines. Is it? It is whole. It does feel nice. It feels very nice. It is an eroded cowrie. Super surprised to see a cowrie because I think I've seen about 5 cowries all day today instead of the usual like 30 or 40. Anyway, super lovely little shell. I found an eroded cowrie last time, but I don't think it was as nice as this one. This must be where some of the minis ended up because I have not seen a bean trivia all day. There we go. Nice big bean trivia. And there are also some little pheasant shells, nice intact ones, some broken ones as well. I might collect up a few more of these too. And one of these minis too, because why not? I've been picking up a lot of the usual things, but I should probably like introduce at least this one because he is a favourite. It is a little pebble urchin. There we go, got the shell grit off of it. They only get about this big. I'm not really sure what eats them. I've been told that the bonnets eat these guys, but I think just about everything could prey on them. Oh my goodness, he is so small. What are the chances that I drop it or lose it before the end? We're right at the end. There's a lot of pressure not to lose it. Here we go. It is a tiny semi-transparent orange bubble shell. I believe this one was the Wallace's bubble shell, or something to that effect anyway. Well, here are the shell finds for today, and if you have enjoyed them, please hit that like button for me, and subscribe if you want to see more shelling adventures. I gotta say, it's a big relief that today was a lot better than the last adventure, the one that I'm still thinking about deleting off of my hard drive forever. But anyway, yes, it was a lot nicer, and it was just a very pleasant day in the rock pools. And of course, it's time to talk about a favourite now, so if you do have a favourite as well, please let me know down in the comments. There was a lot of interesting shells today. So the first one I want to give like a special mention to is probably the super cool, fully intact and joined Baggy Pen Shell. It is quite green, it will need a bleach bath. I actually don't know if pen shells survive bleach baths very well, but I mean, I can't exactly keep it when it smells kind of like, mossy, dirty shells always have a bit of a weird stank to them. Not bad, but, it's there. Anyway, it won't go into my shell cabinet unless I bleach bath it, is what I'm trying to say. The next one I want to point out is this really nice operculum from a military turban. I mean, they're all from military turbans around here. I don't really find operculums from other shells. And you know what? I do want to give a special mention to why not? Found him in the rock pool on the noisy side of the lighthouse, the one that has the big waves. I don't think I've ever found one of these over there. It is the little white eggshell, a little ovula. Very, very cute. And now on to the favorites. You know what, actually before I do that, I probably should special mention this one. It's very cool. It's nice and shiny. It's probably what they call them, like the penguin wing pearl oyster. I don't know if I'm getting that right. It's super interesting and it deserved to have another look at. But finally, for the favorites for today, I think the first favorite is going to be this guy, the second brown lined paper bubble that I found. Just super lovely with a nice shine and super crisp patterns. It's a lot nicer than the super mossy large one I picked up first. And the final favorite, surprising me because, I guess there's not very many cowries to choose from and I usually pick a cowrie. I'm going to pick a cone this time. It is a very nice West Pacific grooved cone with his nice little markings and colors still intact on him. And that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.